Okay, so let's proceed to de minimis benefits. So I know we are all familiar that de minimis benefits is part of our non-taxable compensation. And it's very important to memorize them by heart. Because when you take the board exam, this will not be provided in the problem. I know we're having a hard time memorizing the list because it's quite lengthy. There are actually 11. But I hope this video will help you easily remember them with the way I memorize them. Okay, let's proceed. De minimis benefits, by the way, are privileges or facilities furnished by an employer relatively of small value, and the reason of providing it to the employees is it's a means to promote goodwill, contentment, way of motivating the employees, and this type of benefit is also considered as a petty fringe benefit and is exempt from tax or from income tax. So under Revenue Regulation 5-2011, BIR and the Department of Finance provided a strict list or what we call exclusive list of de minimis benefits that are exempt from income tax. So I have actually divided them into two, just for you not to be overwhelmed memorizing 11 at one instance. So from 1 to 5, just remember this mnemonic or this abbreviation. Mu, Meri, Unica. Mu, Meri, Unica. There are 5 de minimis benefits in that abbreviation. Mu, and then you have, I just placed an exponential 2. Mu means monetized unused leaves. Why there were 2? Because one is for private employees and the other is for government officials and government employees. Under monetized unused leaves, for private employees, only vacation leave, unused vacation leaves of not more than 10 days are exempt or should be part of your de minimis benefit, exempt from income tax. For government employees and officials, both vacation leave and sick leave are then part of your de minimis benefits. That's just the difference. And at the same time, regardless of the number of days unused, will form part of DMB. So, mu squared means monetized unused leaves. Unused leaves for private, only referring to vacation leave of not more than 10 days. And for government, both SL and VL are de minimis benefits regardless of number of unused leaves. Second is ME. What is ME? Medical cash allowance provided to dependents of the employee. Regulatory limit should not be more than 375 pesos per month, or if it's hard for you to remember the amount, there's another amount provided, 1,000, not more than 1,500 per semester. Semester is good for 4 months, meaning whole year, you have a regulatory limit for medical cash allowance to dependents of not more than 4,500. So either way, kamu na bahala. 375 per month or 4,500 per year. Next is RE. What's RE? Rice allowance or rice subsidy in the amount of not exceeding 2,000 pesos or equivalent to 50 kilograms, amounting still not more than 2,000. So, one sack is equal to 50 kilograms, not more than 2,000. So, that's RE. Mu, Meri. So we already mentioned 4. Fifth one is unica.
Let's go.
Uniform clothing allowance in the amount of not more than 6,000 pesos. If you notice, class, always not exceeding or not more than, and then followed by the amount. So we're done with the first 5 lists in the list of DMB. Now let's go to 6 to 11. Aleg DB, Mumeri Unica, and Aleg DB. What's Aleg DB? A stands for your actual medical assistance. Actual medical assistance, example to this is a benefit provided directly to the employee. Example, or employee and its dependents. Example would be the annual physical or annual executive physical checkup of your employee, or the routine checkup you provide to the employee and its immediate dependents. Also, those related to medical and healthcare needs of the employee in the amount of not exceeding to 10,000. Actual medical allowance or assistance. This is what's the difference between the medical cash allowance and actual medical assistance that we just mentioned earlier, and this one. Here, this is actually subject for liquidation. You will be providing official receipts, or the benefit is based on the actual expense incurred in relation to medical assistance. In here, medical cash allowance could be given at a fixed amount. No liquidation is required. That's depending on the company's policy. But based on practice, that's how they differ. Next, what's L? L is your lavada, laundry allowance, in the amount of not exceeding to 300 pesos. Next, E. What's E? Employee Achievement Award, in the form of tangible property. Anything that can be touched, that you can feel and you can see, but neither cash or gift certificates or gift checks. Like plaques or any tangible property, basta dili siya cash or gift certificate. In the amount of not exceeding to 10K. Annual ha, this is annual. Annual monetary value per employee. And this award should be under an written established plan, which should not be discriminatory, that will favor our highly paid employees. It should be provided to everyone. The qualification is not discriminatory in order for an employee to receive an award. That would somehow, obviously, tend to favor those highly paid employees. Murag sila lang ang makadawat. No? Dapat wala na siya sa written plan in giving this benefit. Next is, what is this? Gifts. Gifts provided by the employer in the occasion of Christmas or major company anniversary, in the amount of not exceeding to 5,000 per employee per annum. Combination na ha, gifts total should not be exceeding to 5,000 per employee per annum. Next is our daily meal allowance given to night shift employees or graveyard shift employees, and also provided for those who render overtime work. The minimum, the regulatory limit or the maximum benefit for daily meal allowance for overtime work or for night shift employees should not exceed to 25% of the minimum wage per region basis. So this varies from region to region because our minimum wage amount differs from region to region, from place, from a regional area. Region 7 differs from Northern Mindanao, Region 10. So, depending on the location of the workplace. Next, last but not the least is B. Benefits received by virtue of collective bargaining agreement or those under productive incentive plan. So what is this, or plan or scheme? Let's say based on your output, based on quota. This type of benefit, the regulatory limit is not exceeding to 10,000 pesos per employee per annum. If the amount referring to this benefit exceeds 10,000, the whole amount, including the 10,000, say for instance, you're receiving a productivity incentive bonus of 12,000, the entire 12,000 will be treated as part of your other benefits and no longer part of your de minimis. Hence, it's already taxable. So that's it. That's how you memorize the list of de minimis benefits. First, plot your own mnemonic device or your abbreviation to easily remember the first letter of the word or of the benefit. And then, try to analyze the limits. How are we going to easily remember them? But